The Acuity guys are car guys, whereas most of your ad agencies, they're advertising guys, which is a huge difference. I could sit here and use all the car jargon, and they'll understand what I'm saying, versus an ad agency that'll look at me like a puppy looks at his master when they hear a weird sound. So they know what we're talking about. Their success and my success go hand in hand. So if their viewpoint and my viewpoint aren't the same, or vice versa, obviously it won't work. We all have to be on the same page, giving the same message. Whereas other places are out there, again, just for the buck. They have their own plan. They're not, in a lot of cases, willing to listen to the dealer's needs. Whereas Acuity, we sit down, we talk at least every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and we discuss the plan, we discuss the weekend, and we just see how things are going. First, it started out more as an interview process I felt as though Acuity was interviewing me, which kind of led to the integrity that they have, that they're not going to take just any dealership. They're going to pick and choose, whereas some of the other places that I interviewed, they kept on pounding their chest at the 800-pound gorilla, which kind of told me that I'm not going to get all of the attention that I need. And it was a gradual process. They came in with a solid marketing plan, a strategy long-term, again, not just a month-to-month type of deal. Well, again, it's the consistent message. I feel as though when you're changing everything up from month to month, you don't have an identity. And when you're trying to brand a product like a Hyundai that is an extremely amazing product, you have to make sure it's branded in a consistent manner instead of one message one month and another message the next month. With Acuity and the strategy plan that they've had set forth for this store, our message is consistent regardless if it's a PR thing or a radio spot or a TV commercial. It's a consistent message, so when people hear Red McComb Superior Hyundai, they know that it's a very sincere, very integrity-driven store. It's about imaging. They don't want to image the dealership in a light that is not true to the dealership as well. Hyundai is a very sincere type of product. It's a great product, and we wanted to market it that way. Acuity understands that. They have the game plan for it. When you're working with a strategy firm like Acuity, they're looking long-term. They understand that it's not all about yelling and screaming, but it's about sincerity and branding your store. Before we started with Acuity, we were having about a 38% market share. Close of business, December 31st, we were up to 46.5%. So we've dramatically increased our market share simply by changing our message. The folks at Acuity are very approachable. Anytime I call, it could be late at night, text, what have you. They're very approachable. They're very easy to contact. I have yet to have an issue, even during the holiday time when the folks were on vacation. We were still in constant contact, bouncing things off of each other. So very approachable. Well, one of the past experiences I've had with my previous ad agencies, if you will, there's not a whole lot of contact. Whereas with the folks over at Acuity, I can pick up the phone. They're just down the street in Houston. I mean, they'll be up here the next day if need be. So as far as attention to the dealer's needs, it's a far cry better than anything I've worked with before. All stores have budgets, some smaller, some larger, obviously. You can go in and bleed a dealer, but it's going to be a very short-term relationship. Whereas when you come in with a sound marketing plan, a good strategy, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on the month-to-month gimmicky thing. It's a strategy. It's a planned out thought. So your budget, you're not going to have the fluctuations in your budget unless you, the dealer, want to go out and do an event or something else like that, which then we'll sit down and find the best way to do it with the help of Acuity. Again, it's a long-term partnership. They know if I succeed, they're going to succeed. To get further into the San Antonio market, I feel as they have my best interests at heart. So it is truly a partnership. Whereas an ad agency, again, they're just out there for the big commissions. Then if you want to succeed in this business and grow your market, have a good image in your market, Acuity is the way to go.